I'm talking with Susan Weaver today, and the painting over my shoulder and between us is a subject that we're quite familiar with Susan's work, and it really captures atmosphere and mood and an ethereal quality. Susan, is this, when you're looking at landscape and seascape combinations like we have here, is that sort of an intention for you to sort of strive for these effects, or is it subject driven from a place?
I think these ones, this series of the storms over the ocean, I was really liking, when the sea turns green, when just that moment of light before a storm. So I really love that intensity of green, and you see it in different landscapes, but this series was connected to the like the oceans, and just trying to sort of work with colour, and because like orange and like an aqua turquoise green,
Yeah, I love that.
isn't really colours that you'd normally put together, but it kind of works with this neutralness of the sort of greys underneath. And I was particularly trying to get some of those really lovely sort of cloud effects. If you look into that little section,
You're talking about here.
there, and just how like that intensity of colour can happen, like just with like the greys sort of lurking above, and then the reds, and working into those greys, and it just brings alive this whole the ocean, because of those darknesses up there as well.
And I noticed this area here representing foreground water below the horizon line. There's distinct patterns of use of the paper and overlaying of your colours again. It's this beautiful gradation of colour that attracts the eye. Is this a complicated process to get that? It looks enormous amount of detail as you look close.
Yeah, well, actually, when I'm actually painting this, I'm sort of sitting back here, and I'm trying to take the viewer like into that water. So it's kind of like, because art is such it's a still thing. Like it's not telling a story. It's just it's a still thing, and so I think you've got to try to involve the viewer and bring them along into the painting with you. So that's my intention when I'm actually painting this. I'm starting down here, and I'm creating layers and depths of colour, so and little flecks of light that sort of draws you into that painting. And you'll notice that even on the horizon line, it's never static. Like when you look at it like at nature, it's never just that simple. So there's lots of different variations of colour from there to there to, and I'm consciously thinking about that and how I'm going to sort of bring the viewer into the work and to be part of the painting.